Ok, buenos días. Muchas gracias por la presencia y por aquellos que nos están viendo a través de este video. Hoy tenemos otra universidad que nos visita. Este mes tenemos varias universidades que nos han visitado, o el día de hoy es para Georgia State University, y nos van a hablar sobre cursos de inglés en Estados Unidos y de su universidad también. Tenemos a Alison Camacho. Ella no habla español, pero está casada con un colombiano. Y tenemos a John Bunting. Él más o menos español, parecido a quién se les parece? Héctor Abad Faciolitz, ¿cierto? Pero no lo es Mike, es de Georgia State University. También quiero aprovechar para las personas que no puedan asistir a estas charlas que tenemos físicas en nuestras instalaciones. También tenemos Facebook Live y quedan grabados en nuestras redes sociales. Entonces, en cualquier momento que quieran hablar, escuchar, tener preguntas, entran, miran y anotan y luego nos llaman y nosotros hacemos la asesoría. Recuerden que la oficina de Education USA, la principal, está aquí en el Colombo Americano Sede Centro, en el primer piso, al lado del ascensor. Pero también tenemos otras 6 sedes a las cuales ustedes también pueden pedir las asesorías y allá estaremos con mucho gusto. En el día de hoy, también muy interesante, Georgia State también va a estar en la feria de Expo Estudiantes en el Hotel San Fernando Plaza de 2:30 a 7. Y yo, como Education USA, daré una charla informativa de los 5 pasos para que ustedes empiecen a planear cómo es irse a estudiar a Estados Unidos, ya sea un curso de inglés, un pregrado, una maestría o un doctorado. ¿Listo? Entonces, si es acá o allá, con mucho gusto los esperamos, y sin ya más comentarios y avisos, les presento hoy a Mike y a Alison. Gracias.
Thank you so much, Erica, and thank you to all of you for the opportunity to be here today, and all of you on Facebook Live. It is a great pleasure to talk about Georgia State University and our program, and opportunities where you could study English and travel to the United States. So I'm so happy to be here today. I am going to talk about our program, which is called the Intensive English Program. It's at Georgia State University, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. Can you see the United States here? What is this one here? Do you know this one? Florida. Tampa's there. So we're not too far from Florida. The climate is usually quite warm, so it's a nice place to study. We don't get snow very often, only sometimes, so it's a nice place to study. It's a big city, very beautiful city. Do you know The Walking Dead? Yeah, okay. That was filmed in Atlanta, Georgia. Many movies are being filmed there. So our program, Intensive English, we have different programs for you. Intensive English helps you with English to study for university. So if you want academic English, you want to go to a university in the United States, we prepare you with academic English to study in our program. Anybody, do you study business or law? Anybody? Business, law? No? Okay. We also have programs that's English for business or English for law. So if you want to study business in the future, we can help you with the English for business. And if you want to visit Atlanta for a short time, just 2 weeks or 4 weeks, you want to interact with Americans and students, have a conversation partner. We do that also with our short cultural programs. It's called Atlanta English Adventure. And you can tour the city, you can make friends with other students at our university and learn English all at the same time. We also have teacher training programs, cultural programs for special groups. So here's some of our some pictures of our students. We have students from many different countries. So when you study English in Atlanta, you must speak English because your classmates do not speak Spanish. Maybe only one or two, but most students are from many places around the world. So you have to speak in English and understand English. So many students want to come to a university in the United States or in another country, but the blockade is English. I want to study at a university in the United States, but I don't have enough English. So that's what our program does. We help you to study English so that you can be admitted to a university in the United States. And so our program has 5 levels. Some students ask, how long do I study English to be able to go to university? The sad news is the first day we give you a test, right? And the test puts you in one of the 5 levels. If you're level 5, advanced level, very soon you'll go to university. If level 1, it might take a little more time, right? Which is okay. We have courses in reading, writing, listening, speaking, pronunciation, test preparation like TOEFL and IELTS. We have free tutoring. So you go to classes all day long, 18 hours a week, but then you can also, after class, you can meet with a graduate student, another teacher, and you can study English more, one-on-one. Okay, so we have free tutoring. If you finish level 5 of our program, the advanced level, you want to go to undergraduate program or associate degree program in Georgia State University, you do not need to take a test. So level 5 fulfills the English language requirement for admissions to an undergraduate program at the university. And this works for many universities in Georgia State University, Kennesaw State University, and Clayton State University, many universities in Georgia. So it's a good thing. We have a conversation partner program. We have weekly activities to practice spoken English with Americans. We also take you on activities. Do you know CNN? CNN? The headquarters is in Atlanta, Georgia. So you can visit CNN. Do you know Coca-Cola? Oh, okay. Coca-Cola is in Atlanta, Georgia. So you can visit the Coca-Cola company and take a tour of the Coca-Cola. There is also a movie tour of The Walking Dead, so you can do that as well. We are accredited by the Commission on English Language Program Accreditation, so we have CEA accreditation. These are our courses: writing, reading. We have a course where you read 2 books in English and you talk about it, pronunciation, speaking classes, test preparation, writing research papers, writing paragraphs, writing sentences. So we have many different courses. And as I mentioned before, we have conversation groups and partners, educational activities, social cultural activities, service learning, where you volunteer in the community, and academic advising. So if you want to go to the university after you study English, we help you. We help you fill out your application. We help you write your essay. We help you with all the steps to apply to university. And these are our top 10 reasons to study. Small class. Small classes, usually our classes have 12 to 15 students, so they're usually quite small. Friendly teachers. I'm a teacher, John's a teacher, we're pretty friendly and open. We really love our students. We enjoy spending time with them. So we've got friendly teachers. I mentioned this before. You can transfer to a university after English very easily when you study with us. Weekly club activities. You can play baseball, play soccer in the park. You can go to Coca-Cola. The Georgia Aquarium is very big. A great opportunity to see fish and dolphins, big fish. Conversation partner program, tutoring, academic advising, low tuition. We have a very modern university with innovative classrooms and technology, a safe and friendly learning environment with students all over the world, and we are in downtown Atlanta, which is very beautiful. I just want to show you, these were our students in the fall 2017, and I said before, when you study English in our program, you must speak English because there won't be other students, a lot of other students speaking Spanish. We had only one student from Colombia, just one. Yeah, so we really would love to have more wonderful students. It's wonderful to be in Medellin, to have more students from Colombia. And then right now, this one here. We have two. Sorry. We have two. So again, you would have the great opportunity to learn English, but also you'd be able to show people the love and warmth of people from Medellin and Colombia, and help our students and our faculty and staff learn about you, which is a great thing. Our dates, we have summer, fall, and spring. So summer starts in May and goes to July, and then fall starts in August and goes to December, and spring starts in January and goes to April. So right now we're in our spring semester. You can still apply for summer if you like. And this is our cost of tuition, $34.56. But this is for 4 months, okay, 4 months of study. So usually it's about $240 a week, okay? And if you are interested in studying English in Atlanta, you'll just have to go to our website, iep.gsu.edu, and you'd click on the red button. And we will give you some information with the websites later as well, and some paperwork too. I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, John Bunting, who'll give more information about our programs and activities.
Great. John? Thanks, Alison. I'm going to come over here, I guess. Hi, everybody. So Alison has been trying to give you sort of a general overview of the program. And as we're showing you these things, I want you to think, if you have any questions, as you see things that are going on here, keep those questions, because at the end we can take your questions. I know it's a big step to move somewhere else and to study in another language. I did it. I went to Venezuela many years ago. And there are a lot of questions that you might have. So as we're going through this, if you think of anything, just hold it and we can address it. I wanted to focus on a couple of the things that I think are really strong points in our program that get you out and sort of forcing you in a fun way to communicate in English. And one of them is our intercultural conversation exchange. As Alison showed you, we have people from all over the world. We have 20 or 30 different language groups represented. We have, usually 4 or 5 people from Latin America who speak Spanish. And with the intercultural conversation exchange, sometimes you'll be talking with people from other cultures, not the United States. And you get to learn about their cultures, and you get to share information about your culture. And sometimes you'll also be talking with people who have never left Atlanta, Georgia. The people have spent their whole lives in Atlanta, they only speak English, and you get to talk to them and learn more about the culture there, and also share with them things about culture here. Let's see here. In addition, as you can see, we have about 100 students, so it's not a huge program. And in some ways, we're very much like a big family that does a lot of homework. And we do receptions at the beginning and at the end of each semester so that people get together, they learn about each other, they share information, they share the concerns or the questions they have about living in the city of Atlanta, and they just get together and have a good time, and we have wonderful food. I like food. And as I was mentioning, we also do something where we will connect you directly with undergraduate and sometimes graduate students at Georgia State. Georgia State is a university with over 50,000 students, and we have a broad range of majors, so anything that you're interested in, you'll be able to find something there. The one thing we don't have at Georgia State is engineering. Is anybody here interested in engineering? Oh, well, the good news is, no, you can stay. The good news is, we have the best program in the Southeast for academic English. And then just down the street from us, we have a beautiful school called Georgia Tech, the Georgia Institute of Technology, which is one of the top 5 engineering schools in the country. So one of the things that you can do, you can also connect with people there. In addition to Georgia Tech, we're very close to Emory University, Morehouse, Spelman, a lot of wonderful schools that are right in the Atlanta area. As Alison was mentioning, we're maybe 5 blocks from CNN. We're very close to the Georgia Aquarium, the World of Coca-Cola, which is an incredible place because it's where they actually pay you. You pay them to go have advertisements shown to you. It's an incredible plan they've got there. The only thing, just whatever you do when you're in Atlanta, do not drink Pepsi Cola. Please. Because people are very sensitive about that in our town. But we do a lot of different things. We also have great sports in Atlanta. There are the Atlanta Braves who play baseball. The Atlanta Falcons who play football. American football, sorry. The Atlanta Hawks who play professional basketball. And we have just a brand new team that plays real football called Atlanta United, which just started last year, and they're doing great in MLS, Major League Soccer, which is the thing we try to play up in the United States, which we're working on it. And we do a lot of different things. Atlanta's a very friendly city, and the weather is great, so there are a lot of opportunities to go outside. You can rent bikes. We have one mountain, just one, and it's not really a mountain. It's a lot smaller than that. But you can climb it. It's really quite lovely. And there are a lot of different things that you can do on your own with small groups of students, typically students who are from other cultures. I have 2 Colombian students. The 2 Colombian students we have are in my class. And I know they are pals with a couple of guys from Vietnam and China, and and a Brazilian. And so they're always doing different things together. We have a beautiful park. It's created by the same person who built Central Park in New York City. He designed this one called Piedmont Park, and we go there. And one of the things that Alison mentioned that I think is just a wonderful element of this program, everybody, when you go there, you want to learn English, and you want to learn about culture as well, because I think that adds to the English language learning, but it also adds to us as people to know more about different cultures. And I think one of the great things that our program has instituted as part of our curriculum is service learning. And service learning is really figuring out how people are doing good things for the community. We were talking with Erica earlier about wonderful things that are going on here in Medellin, and that it was voted the most innovative city in the world. So that there's all these different things that people here are doing, and when you go to Atlanta, you get to see the things that they're doing. They have there's one organization they work with called Habitat for Humanity, which is where they build houses for people that don't have the resources. And it's just an incredible opportunity that our students have to learn about the culture, see what are good things that are being done, actually participate in doing good, and all the time building vocabulary, grammar, and all those great things. And it is a lot of fun. So, enough about fun. We want to mention a little bit about our summer professional programs. And I know nobody here is interested in law, no lawyers, and business. Because right now what we have is we have programs for law and business. And those are intensive programs in the summer. We're working on other programs. One that's in the works is about nursing. We're also looking at things in public policy, but where we work with other units in the university to help students that want to come in and really get their language skills targeted for the areas that they're going to be studying in. And that's more of that. It's wonderful. And we also have those opportunities. It's it's not at all academic. I take it back. It's not academic. It's about going there and having some fun. You learn some English for a couple of weeks or maybe a month in the summer. But it's more about learning about culture and having fun and building relationships, friendships that can last you for a lifetime, really. And those are going to be in July and August. And so I'm going to turn it back over to Alison so she can ask you if you have any questions.
So just a little bit more about Georgia State, and then we will open it up for some questions. But we are an urban university. We're a university in the city. So we're surrounded by many Fortune 500 companies right there. Downtown Atlanta, we're a national leader in undergraduate teaching and career services. And like John said, we don't have engineering, but business, law, policy studies, many different programs, over 250 undergraduate and graduate programs, and over 100 fields of study. Some of our top rankings that we're really proud of is that you guys had the most innovative city. We did have the most innovative university, right? So it seems like a good relationship here. We got number 4 for most innovative city. We are also a very diverse university. We are number 1 public university for undergraduate degrees to diverse students. So you will meet students from many different backgrounds if you studied at Georgia State University. And these are just a list of some of the colleges at Georgia State. Policy studies, business, nursing, education and human development, public health, College of Law. And if you finish studying English, you go to university, and when you're studying your degree program, either undergraduate or graduate, and you still need help, we also, in our department, we offer classes to help you at the same time as you're getting your degree. So we have English, writing, speaking, listening, and communication classes that you could enter as well. And again, like I said, these are for graduate students and undergraduates, so we have both. And this is the time for questions, so I have my contact information here. I will give you our business card and some flyers today so that you'll have all this information. But mostly, we want to hear from you. So John and I are here for any questions. I'm Camacho, but my Spanish is not very good, I'm sorry. John Bunting, on the other hand, his Spanish is excellent, so come on, I know it's a little different, but any questions you have, English, Spanish is also okay for us too. Anybody?
Any
there a minimum level of English to go study English with? So what English adults can go with?
That's an excellent question. For our program, no. So if you have zero English, absolutely nothing, that's what we do. Please come to us. We will help you in our program. You know, I think very, very beginner level is fine. We will help you. Yes.
But can I also?
Yeah.
I just want to add something to that, is that it is a great idea, though, to study as much as you can before you come to Georgia State. Because, as Alison mentioned, the way that our program works, and most programs in the U.S., you're going to be given a test when you first get there. That test will determine what level you get put into. If you can study, for example, here you guys have classes, right? If you study here or at your university here or other institutes, as much as you can get done here and sort of build up that basic level, maybe that can cut back on one semester of studying English there. So we take people from all levels, but I think it's really great to try and get as much as you can before going there. Okay?
Just to recap, so how often are the English courses? Every semester or every week?
We go by the semester system, so it's every semester. So the fall and spring are 14 weeks, so we start in January to April. So right now we're in our spring semester. Summer is 10 weeks, so that's from May to July, the end of July. And then fall is from August all the way to December.
And obviously, I saw that there were 2 or 4 week summer courses.
Yes.
And 16 hours or so for those. Do you need an F1 visa or could be a B1?
B1's okay for that.
Yeah, the Summer Adventure is a tourist visa program. It's not considered an academic program.
So if they go in, you would send a letter. If they need to go for a B1, then you would send a letter to saying they will be here during the summer for this and that.
It's a non-credit, mostly cultural immersion program, so experiencing the culture. So if you want to go for a tourist visa, come for 2 weeks, we can help you with a letter for that. Yeah.
And the youngest age, like 18 or older?
18. Also, I do want to mention that one of the great things that we have in our program, Alison is the director of the program, and she has a great team that helps people from the moment you apply to the university, to the English language program. There are people that can help you get all the documents in order, let you know what you need to get a visa, the student visa, and then while you're there, they also help you with maintaining this, what we call visa status, and also transferring to other schools if you need to. Yeah.
How can you help to get the visa?
How can you help to get the visa? That's a good question.
Well, students have to have all your documentation in order. So to get a student visa, you have to have your acceptance letter from our university. You have to have the bank documents showing the amount of funding that will support you during that time, the application, the acceptance letter. When our program produces I-20s for you that you would take to the embassy to get your visa. So we actually have some advice for you on the visa interview, and it's really important for students to explain your plan. You know, are you studying